Alright, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Dawncaster. We are playing our Seeker with the quarterstaff, and we are now going to be going into Canto 3 into an area I am not familiar with, the Vesperian Mansion. A gloomy mansion rises just outside of Bright Candle, seemingly isolated from the ongoing war at its doorstep, and soaring high into the twilight sky. So, this is all new to me. I'm not used to this area. I wish there was a way to, like, disable that. I don't think there is, sadly, but it's fine. Just know that every time I do that, I'm probably just coughing or clearing my throat or something. I don't know. This area has a similar issue that the other DLC areas have, where they have a very loud audio. So, really quick. I should really play with that in post instead of live like this, but it gives me an idea of where to set it at. So we're looking to dial it back by another like 3 decibels in post. We'll go back to the regular sound. And I myself will suffer. Alright, now that all that's done and out of the way and all the silliness for recording is done, so professional, I know. Shrine or opportunity. The buffet is more than likely a campaign path, so we will hit the shrine. A shrine of trickery. Trickery, eh? I could transform a card into something random. I don't care about the Forgotten Mask, so I could transform that. The shrine allows you to alter a card unpredictably. Some students of Chaos might even be able to harness the conflicts in interesting ways. We could try and read the Chaos. We do have intellect. So we can add Figmented or a random keyword. Figmented, again, copies a card, makes a duplicate of a card. What would we want to Figmented, though? Philosopher's Stone could be cool. Ring of Power is interesting. Figmenting on Surges is pretty cool too. Obviously, we could just Figment it on a quarterstaff and have a big bonk, but... And daggers would work-ish if we had a way to reset, but we don't. Discard attack, discard a card, make a basic attack equal its energy. Discarding Greater Good is awesome. I forgot that would be three basic attacks off of the Greater Good. That's silly. Barrier equal to the next damage we deal. I think we Figmented Philosopher's Stone. It feels like the Philosopher's Stone has just become my crux, as every single mission seems to... Oh. So this is the quest. What was the buffet then? Challenger. Challengers have to be selected first. Opportunities don't vanish while targeting a challenger. So I have to fight the drunk boy. Let's fight the drunk boy. Hey, watch where you're going. Alright. Well, we'll hit him with daggers, and then we'll dex. And then we can Philosopher's Stone, which brings us Philosopher's Stone. Burning. We gain Sinister, and we can discard a card to gain 3 energy. Yeah, sure, we'll discard the Drake. We'll gain 3. Brings us into the Focus Strike, Quarterstaff. And then we can Clarity. Bring Surge of Intellect to hand just to give us energy. To double up our energy for next turn. Or he'll interrupt me. Interrupting me is fine, I guess. Rude. I have lots of sneezes right now. Oh, I don't know why, but my allergies are killing me currently. So, we will Karma Strike away Greater Good to hit him 3 times. Goodness, today is just not a good day for me to record. Man. Sneezing, my nose is running, allergies are in the air for me. So, Adrenaline to discard a card and gain 3 energy is pretty interesting. It's not a surge, but I do like having that. This is sus. I'm gonna hit the opportunity. As you turn a corner down a long hallway, you catch sight of a painting unlike any you've ever seen before. It's landscape, but not ones you recognized. Instead, it depicts a strange land, new land, with towering mountains and sprawling forests. With every step, the landscape seems to become more and more vivid, the colors becoming brighter, and even sounds of chirping. Birds can be heard. Oh, wow. With every step, the landscape seems to become more and more vivid. The colors becoming brighter, even sounds of chirping birds and the calming rustle of water fills the hallway. I speak real good. Stepping closer still, you catch a soft breeze and look up to see branches of a great tree reaching up to the ceiling, plump apples hanging from its branches. Are we really gonna get, like, the fruit of life from here, too? As you pluck one of the apples from the painting, you feel a strange sensation in your hand. The apple feels real, solid, and heavy. Suddenly, the apple disappears, and you feel a rush of energy coursing through your body, filling you with the feeling of nourishment as if you'd just eaten the sweet fruit. Oh, they healed us. Okay. Let's hit up another opportunity, then. 2 nobles stand close together, their faces mere inches apart as they argue. Their voices are low and intense, but the words they exchange are sharp and biting. We could pickpocket, because we have dex. I imagine that would be fine. I think we listen. Seeker is more of a listener. We cannot remain idle and wait for the demons to strike. The Dawnbringer is a clear sign the gods have taken notice, and we must follow him with unwavering faith. So in doubt at this hour will only serve to increase our losses before our inevitable victory. Your blind faith in some charismatic zealot is as reckless as it is foolish. We must rebuild our defenses and trust in nothing but our own strength and wisdom. This Dawnbringer might as well lead us to our doom. And then, who's left to defend the Shattered Realm? Who do we agree with? I think we say he's right. I'm glad to see that you understand the importance of taking a calculated approach. We cannot risk the lives of our people on blind faith alone. We must act with wisdom and prudence if we hope to emerge victorious. The other noble's expression hardened as if disappointed. This is what your words accomplish. This stranger seems to share your lack of conviction. The Dawnbringer is our only hope to vanquish demons. Without faith, we've already lost. Both nobles turn away in silence, staring out of the tall windows of the Vesperian mansion, overlooking the outstretched wastelands of Umbris. Strategist. Oh, okay. So there's a way to get talents. +3 max hand size is nice. Let's go fight the sly courtesan. And we met. Adrenaline foretell. It conjures a card, sadly. So we can quarterstaff. Foresight to foretell 3. We can bring the daggers up top, and then we can discard the mask to gain 3. Oh, she stuffed our hands with stuff. Cutting rumor. On draw, gain 1 bleeding. On use, draw a card. Ah, very interesting. Center. Armor strike. The greater good away. And then quarterstaff. Dragon scales, gain 3 armor and 3 reflex, start of turn, increase both by 3. I think I'll take that. Just as an extra form of defense, because we got rid of all of our defense. Partially overgrown statue stands in an unusually lush alcove to the side of the road. Well, that's funny because we're in a mansion. Its smile seems soothing, as if at peace with its chaotic surroundings, both hands extended, balancing the weight of one against the other. So we can upgrade a card, which seems pretty good. We could swap upgrades. It's a Shrine of Balance, obviously. Swap upgrades, but I like that we can just keep investigating. Let's see. I think I'll upgrade that quarterstaff. The quarterstaffs are getting upgraded out of balance, but that's fine. I don't really care. The Countess, the lady of the house, a rich buffet, or a suspicious guest. Let's go to the Countess. A middle-aged woman turns to you, a glass of deep red wine resting precariously between her fingers, as small sparks of electricity ripple along her extravagant blue dress. Ah, you must be one of my husband's guests. Actually, the council sent me. The Countess perks a brow. Eveline? How quaint. Why does the esteemed consul need to spy on our little distraction? I'm not a spy. I meant no disrespect, stranger. But me and my husband have been blamed more than once for any minor setback this doomed crusade has faced. Bandits, my husband must be involved, demons appearing, witchcraft of the Countess, surely. The Countess sighs and shakes her head, making several of the sparks fly off her in random directions. I'm sorry. Is there something you were sent here for in particular? Someone's gone missing. Missing? And you think they might be here, hiding amongst my guests? They were last seen in this area. A lot of people pass by our estate, stranger. You yourself would have traveled through the woods just outside the cemetery adjacent to our backyard. Come now, people go missing all the time during this time of war. I had to fend off some deserter bandits just days ago while making a trip to our mutual acquaintance, the consul. Either way, I wish I could speak more in this seeker, but I have guests to entertain. If the esteemed council wants to formally interrogate me or my husband, she is welcome to tell me to my face. That went well. I guess we can hit the buffet real quick. The buffet is a feast for the senses. Ah, these must be camps. Yeah. Change the music. Oh, okay. Huh. Every other turn you remove an affliction. I think we can change it to that. That's fine by me. Let's chase this suspicious guest. You scan the crowd, spotting all sorts of wild costumes amongst the vibrant colors. One guest stands quite dressed in yellow. Oh, yellow. And wearing a golden mask. So my distaste for yellow isn't that I don't like yellow, but yellows on clothing strike a chord with me and my wife and my friend group because we played a campaign in Pathfinder a while back that involved the King in Yellow. It was quite a campaign. So now anytime we hear yellow, it's always an inside joke gimmick to freak out or to feel disgust. Even in our current campaign, the characters we're playing right now have a, unbeknownst to them, distaste for yellow, and they're not sure why. Let's observe the mysterious guest. Your eyes lock with those of the mysterious guest with the golden mask, bright, honey-colored embers peering back at you calmly before the figure turns and makes their way to one of the many hallways. As the figure moves, its cloak briefly reveals a familiar mark, the mark of the Emporium. While you contemplate the implications, the figure seems to blend in with the crowd and you lose track. Ah. So it's Julius that we're tracking. Let's check the alchemist real fast. There's nothing I really want to get from her, I just want to remove her from the rotation. Just in case there's other battles. Amongst the paintings near the large marble staircase, various portraits look particularly lively, seemingly moving whenever your attention settles on their flat surface. After a moment, you approach the painting of a soldier, painting of a hooded figure, painting of a merchant. You turn your attention to the painting of the merchant, wondering if it too will come to life like the others. As you stare at it intently, the figure in the painting seems to shift and move. At first, it's just a slight tremble of the body, but soon the painting begins to glow with an eerie light. Suddenly the merchant's figure steps out of the painting and into the floor, looking around in confusion. Excuse me? Is this the Vesperian mansion? He asks, turning toward you, but before you can answer, the figure of the merchant suddenly freezes in place. A strange energy crackles in the air, and you realize with a sinking feeling that the Count, or Countess, must have cast their magic at that moment. The merchant's body slowly begins to sink back into the painting, his face returning to the confused expression as caught in the painting once more. Within moments, the painting returns to its still state, the merchant once again trapped inside. You can't help but feel a sense of unease as you consider what kind of power the Count and Countess possess. As you approach the painting of the figure, the soldier trapped inside seems motionless, frozen in time. But as you gaze at the painting, something strange begins to happen. At first, it's just a flicker of movement, barely perceivable. But then, the scene starts to come to life. The soldier begins to move, struggling against invisible bonds, his face contorted with fear and pain. As you watch, the scene becomes more and more gruesome. Blood splatters the walls of the painting, and the soldier's face contorts in agony as a ragged spear skewers its body. It's a terrifying sight, and you feel a deep sense of unease as you watch. But just as suddenly as it began, the scene comes to an abrupt end. The painting returns to its still state, and the soldier, once again frozen in time. You approach the painting of the hooded figure. But as you look closer, you notice something strange happening. At first, it's just a flicker of movement, barely perceptible. But then, the scene starts to come to life. The thief's body begins to move, and you can see them struggling with something just out of view. It's clear they are trying to enter a vault, but something has gone terribly wrong. As you watch, the scene becomes more and more frantic. The thief's body twists and turns, sweat pouring out of their faces as they try to escape whatever has trapped them inside the painting. But it's no use. With a final gasp, the thief slumps to the ground, their body still. As the spell takes them, the painting returns to its still state, the thief once again frozen in time. You're left standing there, a sense of dread settling in your stomach. If the Count and Countess are capable of this kind of magic, what other dark secrets might be hidden inside the walls of their mansion? Confront the Lord of the House. Ah, our council representative. I trust you've been enjoying tonight's events. What was up with that merchant's painting? I see you've been snooping around, have you? It was bound to happen. To tell you the truth, I made a grave mistake. A mistake? Indeed. You see, when the loudmouth baboon knocked on my door, only to bluntly introduce himself as a proud representative of the Emporium, I panicked. That particular organization and I have a long history. A history? Yes, you see, my title isn't my own, but granted to me by my marriage. I wasn't born into nobility, and there were times when I had to resort to less than desirable means to survive. Being a conjurer of some skill, the Emporium quickly found a use for my talents. The Emporium? An organization that presents itself as a merchant guild of candor, while in truth this veil is so thin, you'd be hard-pressed to find anyone who doesn't know the true extent of their activities. Theft, blackmail, murder. You can trust every item they sell has been paid for with blood. Panic? I've been hiding here on the outskirts of civilization for nearly a decade now, trying to leave my past behind me. And with the war effort right at my doorstep, I was bound to draw their attention sooner or later. When this merchant showed up, I was sure his idiocy was nothing but a poorly veiled disguise for an Emporium assassin. I struck before he could, and I locked him up while deciding what to do about the situation. That still is a crime. I am well aware, Seeker, but I'm sure it's not worth spilling any blood over. I'm sure even the Council would agree my donations to support the crusade far outweigh the lapse of judgment on my part. You brought this on yourself. I have made mistakes. And this is fair to say I have not suffered the consequences of my actions as much as one would, like in just a world. I have wealth. I've married the love of my life, but I've lived in fear on the very edge of civilization, exiled from my home because I refused to continue associating with the Emporium. I'm sure the Council will agree this counts for something. I agree you acted out of self-defense. I thank you, stranger. I know. Suddenly the man lunges forward with surprising speed and pushes you to the ground. You push back, but the man with ease, and you draw your weapon before you suddenly feel a strange pain in your shoulder. A golden dagger plunged deep into your muscle. Guild Assassin. Well, well. I almost was going to get my work done for me. It would have been an easy payday, but seeing you seem to have changed your guest's mind, I suppose I'll have to earn my bounty the old-fashioned way. Who are you? Why'd you stab me? A former colleague of our gracious host for the evening. The assassin smiles, sharp white teeth baring underneath the hood. What are you doing here? I'm just here to tie up some loose ends. The assassin draws another golden dagger to replace the one she threw. For a moment, I thought you might beat me to it, Seeker. But then the silver-tongued snake managed to slip away one last time. Why are you doing this? The assassin raises a brow. Listen, stranger. This is Emporium business. Now get out of my way. Or, if you want to earn some extra coin, help me get rid of this treacherous wretch. Either way, I'm done talking. I've got work to do. You'll not murder anyone today. The assassin's eyes narrow. Fine. I'll add you to my contract for free. Then, briefly, whistles loudly before throwing a dagger at the chandelier above. As the crystal ornament comes crashing to the floor, you hear the screams of some of the guests as various entertainers start to take up arms. Rude. Brother has like 100 abilities that he can throw there. What does he got? Bloodletting, your foe's bleeding carries over to the next combat. Oh, that's bad. Okay, he had first strike. And then we have Mazaraka going. Sort of every other turn, you and your foe cleanse his affliction. He does have evasion, which kind of sucks for daggers. So we can play it, but he's not going to take any damage. Yeah. Then we'll end the turn. I need to figure out how this works. I'm having trouble with it. What do you play? Bullseye. Your next action inflicts a critical hit. Ow. Is it just in my deck now? I am confusion and I don't understand. If I leave magic, does it play it at the end of turn? Or do I have to click it? Well. Foresight will bring us to adrenaline at least. Then we can Philosopher's Stone again. Your next action deals extra damage to equal the Sinister you've played. Draw a card. This one's free. Deal damage and reset your damage. Play a free copy of one of your foe's cards. Ooh. Yeah, I'll play that. Evades. Next action. Adrenaline. Discard greater good. Steel sword into quarterstaff. Quarterstaff. We end the turn? It doesn't use it. I don't understand how to use this card. Burning is nice at least. Gaining evasion, which is quite the pain in my ass. We should have him here. A level up. Quick crafting. Upgrade a random card in your deck by 2. Repeat for each of your levels. Interesting. Survival instincts. Heal 5% of your max health at the start of combat. And magical aptitude I don't care about. So we'll start refreshing. Master Refill. Whenever you gain an evasion, also gain a ward. We're not gaining evasion right now. Sanctifier. Your actions inflict additional damage equal to your level to undead and demons. That would have been really good. I could still take that. That could work real well on the battlefield, because I believe they're demons. So we'll refresh this. Duplicity. Whenever you add a card to your deck you already own, upgrade the existing copies by 2. So this doesn't really help us here, unless the assassin turns out to be a demon. But it will help us in the long run, because I do intend to go back to the battlefield. I need to gain my honor. I don't know, something like that. Serenity. At the end of turn, gain focus and life equal to the cards remaining in your hand. Yeah, sure. A way to heal. What are you doing? Dark Symphony. At the start of turn, inflict Dazzle. Juggling Assassin again. Hit the Mass Musician. Try and get rid of him. Let us flip-flop. So we can counterspell him and then combust. And then we can grab that. And then hit that. That's our turn. So he's slowed and jinxed. That's kind of funny. And he hit us with slow, which is obnoxious. But I'm fine with hitting 16 for one card. It just sucks that we can't play the Surge of Intellect. Change the music. Okay. Well, I think that gets him. Because at the end of his turn, he's going to burn. Quick change. Conjure a free copy of a card from a foe's hand, ambush to gain another. Sanguine Scrying is okay, because we draw 2 and we gain 2 bleeding, but we also can utilize this as a discard if we don't want to use it for those strikes. This is interesting. Playing copies of an opponent's card. I kind of want to take it just because it's it being strange. I'm fine with that. We'll hit the Sly Courtesan because we already hit him. Music still changed? He did. He changed it straight to waltz. Okay. Interesting. So we'll discard the Ring of Power. Then we'll Philosopher's Stone, and then Philosopher's Stone. Inflict Burning, Frozen. We don't have any ambush right now, so it's fine. Then we can center self and center self. Foresight up the dragon scales, that way when we draw them, they'll be free, and we can just hold on to them. Maybe not, if she's gonna be hitting us like that. Dex. We'll discard the quarterstaff, center self, and then quarterstaff. Quick change is interesting. I should have played quick change first. It's my bad. Serenity. Fall damage will gain 2 life and 2 focus. think we might be using one of those dinners. Mind Strike. Your card, make 2 basic attacks and gain a focus. Samara, Guild Assassin. Right? Well, first things first, I'm gonna eat some food. Thespian Ventorio. His posters adorn many bedroom walls. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's see what happens. Do I die? Do I survive? I don't know. This is all very new to me. We can Mind Strike the Forgotten Mask for 2 free attacks, and then we can... Oh my goodness. Adrenaline away the Drake Familiar, because I took it, and I don't understand how to use it. Emerald Frost Arrow. Conjure 2 daggers. Then we can hit him with a dagger. Red ink. Dominated. Play cards randomly from your hand. When an enemy is dominated, their actions deal damage to themselves. Increased by 1 for each action played. Am I gonna deal 9 to myself? Okay. Discard that, hit him with the quarterstaff, and now we at least have some energy unless he interrupts us. We don't get any extra thing from Serenity, but we do take him way down. I'm fine with draw. Let's be smart about this. First aid's healing, which is nice. Gain 1 ambush. Well, gain 1 evasion, ambush to conjure 2 random arrows. Yeah, that's fine. Because if we play on the first turn, we set ourselves up for ambushing. Hit the juggling assassin, who's going to be able to attack first, because he's a jerk. That's rough. Alright. I think if we discard the mask, we still go next turn with at least a little. Ooh, 16 damage or 2 random arrows and an evasion. I think the 16 damage then the evasion is better. He had evasion too, so. Whoops! End my turn and gain 1 life. Now we can center self. Acrobatics to gain evasion and a fist, apparently. He evades, and then we can focus. These fights are a whole lot of nothing burgers. He has evasion, so it's just a bunch of like nobody doing anything. Philosopher's Stone costing nothing kind of sucks, but then we can do this. Bury 2 cards. They're not frozen, but dealing damage is nice. Burying 2 quarter stabs kind of sucks, but I really need him to die. He drew a whole lot of cards that turn. Sucked a good bit. We have 7 bleed too, which means that this hit could kill us in 1 hit. He's definitely set up to kill us on that turn. There we go. Damn. What a pain in the ass. Burst of Karma. Deal 3 damage where you discard a card this turn. I'm gonna take another Serenity. Not understanding these areas is a pain in my ass. Dead End and a Mass Musician. I think we have to fight Samara first. Nothing personal, just business. Emporium Bounty. Your attack deals 3 additional damage at the end of combat. Upgrade all rewards by 3. Oops. I guess it lasts, so... 12 bleeding is... quite, yuckies. Start of the next turn, gain an evasion. I agree with that. Heal 2 and gain 2 focus. Huh. Well, I don't have a companion right now, so... I see how to make them work, though. They're cards. This turn, your ranged and melee actions will crit. Ugh. $18 is nice. Just unfortunate, because I think if we don't block, we die. Armor Strike, discard a card to make a basic attack. Equals energy cost, so I think we can center self first. Surge. Oh, I think we lose. Just not enough. Yeah. Well, that was short-lived. I'm not a fan of these new areas because I don't know them that well. And that was kind of a poor whiff there on that class. I guess we will get to do the call to arms with the knight at some point here very soon. Don't know. have we played the night yet? We have not. Unlock the stuff for it, at least. I, on the mobile app, have played the Greatsword run, so I think for us, we'll take the... Storm Shield path. Deal 1 to 6 damage, flow, gain barrier equal to the chain. So it's gonna be interesting not playing with this, if I do it. I guess I could refund a track. Who would I refund? He could... I don't think it refunds all of our shards, huh? $23, which is not enough. Oh well. Well, my friends, this is the weekly challenge. Gain 250 for participating in the weekly challenge. This bonus is available once per week with a new exciting challenge available every Thursday. Blind Justice. Oh. People are playing on Impossible, which is insane to me. Well, so far we have had a victory, and then 2 crushing defeats in normal mode. And mostly through poor decisions from taking cards that I probably shouldn't have taken just because I wasn't sure what they did and I wanted to learn about them. And just poor choices on the new areas. So... it is what it is. Losing is fun sometimes. It's a little disheartening, but hey. Hopefully we'll do better in the next one. We'll probably play night. Or I might try and do this just to get 250 fate shards just for participating. Plus 50 points for cards that have holy cards, test, flying, banned cards, flying carpet, hidden short. So it's a bunch of stuff that I don't really understand. Points are fine, but does it just mean starting card, riot shield, weapon, blaster, feral weapon? Do we get it just for participating? We'll see. Either way, once again, as always, thank you all for being here. Thank you for hanging out, for watching the videos, sharing with your friends, laughing at me, fumbling over my words, or failing to win a run where it is what it is. I mean, even Rhapsody loses, so I can't be too upset. Everybody loses. Losing is fun. Hopefully we do better in the next one, like I said. I appreciate you all. Thank you for any of the subscriptions you've done, any of the liking or sharing with friends. Repeating myself now because I don't really know what to say. It really means a lot to be able to do this and share with everybody. So, have a great evening. Be safe. Look out for one another. And always make sure that you resist. And when I say that, resist isn't just a statement to, like, be political. I'm not really trying to be political in it. Resist can be a fashion of anything that is so much unjust, but against a basic human right for somebody that you care about. Always look out for them. Look out for yourself, your family, and be safe. Bye-bye.